Fresh bread and coffee for breakfast. Look at this. We toasted this one. So good. Oh, beautiful. Do you want jam?
Yeah.
Okay. Cody and I had a bit of a cheeky sleep in this morning, so that was lovely. So now it's coffee and fresh bread time. Put some raspberry jam. See, everybody likes a different kind of jam. That's why there's like 4 different jams out. Some people like blueberry. Sometimes we have blueberry.
I don't like any jam.
Kenzie doesn't like any jam. She just likes butter and warm bread. We've got peach, we've got raspberry, strawberry. Cody's a strawberry jam guy. So is Grayson usually, although he will eat any other flavor. Sometimes I'm a raspberry, but I also eat like anything. But strawberry's not usually my go-to. It's usually like raspberry for me.
I like blueberry.
I'm gonna make some fresh marmalade this summer.
I never want to eat any other bread but your bread now.
That's very kind. I appreciate that.
The best bread I've ever tasted.
It's really good.
Each batch is better than the last one.
As the sourdough gets more mature, yeah. I'm pretty impressed. If we can keep this going, you can have this sourdough one day.
That's kind of gross, but sure.
It's not, it is kind of gross, but it's not gross. You know? It's like bacteria, so as long as it's fed good bacteria, then it won't turn into bad bacteria.
Yeah, but that's still a bit gross, like passing down sourdough.
Oh, sourdough is like, that's the thing. It's passed down from generations. Some
so
people
I
have,
can pass it down to my kids and it'll still
yes, as long as you feed it and care for it properly.
be fine? Whoa.
So like if you kept it in the fridge and fed it once a week, or you froze it sometimes and brought it out to feed it, but you remembered to continue to feed it when it needed to be fed. Is that recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, some people have like 100-year-old sourdough that they work with.
That's kind of gross.
Oh boy, imagine the bread it would make. You know, some archaeologists were doing a dig and they found ancient pots and ancient bread baskets, like clay. And we scraped some of the yeast off of the clay pots and they were able to make sourdough with it. With like
That's kind of gross.
thousands of years old. I wouldn't eat it, but they made it and it worked, I guess.
That is kind of disgusting.
It's such an abundant food source if you don't throw away the discard. Like if every, 12 hours you're baking something for your family, like as long as we had flour and a vegetable garden.
And eggs.
Like we
Maybe
could,
a small chicken
right?
thing.
Like that's how people are self-sustainable. Like you
Yeah.
could live off of, like that would just keep continuously provide for you. You could
Yeah.
continuously bake from
If we
it.
did get chickens, then we could make jam and other stuff and whoa.
We would just need like a cow for milk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know how we'd fit that in our yard.
We'd have to move.
I think you should keep this conversation on the blog.
Probably some bits of it. So last night, Cody and I finished the circle. We're very pleased with it. Today, we've decided to come home, and it looks deceptively nice out right now. There's a sneeze coming.
Yeah, I hate those kind of sneezes.
Bless me. Just one, apparently. But it's supposed to rain and thunderstorm all afternoon, all evening, and all night. So I think we might get a little bit of yard work done. We might run out and go to the nursery garden center.
Ooh.
And grab a couple more plants for the front because
We have a bit of space.
did I show you guys? We put the front garden in the front yard. We decided what we were gonna put in there, and we did part of it, and then next year we'll expand on it a little bit if we'd like. But we did a section of the yard that is expandable. So it's good for this year. It transformed the front yard. It looks so much better. But I just need some more filler plants because I transferred a lot of my little seedlings, but some of them aren't gonna make it out front there. We have really high winds, and they were doing fine outside, but they sat outside for a long time, and we had the problem with the seedlings. So I might have 1 or 2, but I need to go get some filler plants. So I want flowers and medicinal plants. I've got lavender and yarrow out there, but I need to find calendula because I don't know if my calendula seedlings are gonna survive. Just a couple of medicinal plants that I want to try and replace, or at least find a full mature plant of as well. But I do have a couple, it's both medicinal and flowering. So we got a bleeding heart over in this shady spot. So, and then eventually I might do around the tree. I might take it further down the front yard because if you saw a couple weeks ago, I showed you what the front yard shape is and what it looks like and what we were struggling with. So, but I'm happy with it. It looks really good. And I think we need to go out and look because I'm pretty sure we have wild yarrow growing here.
Really?
Yeah. I do know we get wild chamomile here, like popping up everywhere. It's wild chamomile or pineapple weed. It's known as both, but it's a version of chamomile. Awesome. I grew up picking wild chamomile as a kid and like drying it with my mom, so I've always been able to recognize it. But it's kind of neat passing that art down. Mackenzie, you found chamomile in the field.
I found some.
Yeah, because our neighborhood is surrounded by like vast amounts of fields. Because
you can't see more town.
We're not attached to any part of town technically. We're in the field.
Our little own thing.
Yeah, we're like our little own section, which is perfect. I know I keep going on side tangents today, but like this neighborhood, we're so happy with it. We moved here, and like now that it's summer and it's warm, Cody and I just keep saying it over and over. Like this neighborhood is amazing. It feels like a little slice of the 90s. Like everybody's kind of looking out for each other. It's full of kids. We've got kids knocking on doors all the time, being like, "Can so and so play?" We all know, we're getting to know all the neighbors really well, and everybody knows, like, okay, so and so lives at this house, and so lives at that house, and like kids are like, "Hey, they knock on your door, and they're like, "Can I have a glass of water?" And it's like it just feels like a little slice of the 90s, which is so nice to have during all this like craziness that is 2021 in general. Like that feels like few and far between getting those experiences, but especially like after this year, it's been a lovely little slice of loveliness. So, but anyway, I think Cody and I are gonna watch the Friends special today when it's raining, and I know I'm going to cry because I can't believe I haven't watched the Friends special yet, but we were busy and it's hard for us to get together to watch things sometimes. But I know I'm gonna cry like a baby. That's enough talking. I'll see you in a minute. I don't have my tripod on me because Cody and I just decided to run out to the garden center again. I got my last ones. I just needed to get a couple filler plants for the front. I think I mentioned that. So I got the last little bits. I wasn't able to find all the medicinal plants that I wanted, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to really look and probably just make some connections and find some other medicinal plant people. But we got some white clover and some grass seed, and we're gonna mix the two, white clover and grass seed, and some turf builder, and we're going to fill all the brown spots in our lawn and all the spots that the sod didn't take, and we're gonna do that because it works really, really, really well. I'm part of a big gardening Facebook group for like my local area, and it's huge and it's so helpful, and so many people are sharing, and a bunch of people shared their before and afters for using grass seed and white clover mix, because white clover is really dense and it's super dry, like deserty over here. We're in the middle of the prairies, so it just the grass doesn't want to grow at all here. So this is a good way to make it look green and get it denser, and it's really hardy, so like if you have a lot of foot traffic, it usually holds up. So I think we'll do that today, and then with the rain coming up in the next week or two, we should have way better looking lawn, hopefully.
Yeah. One
can hope. It's worth a shot.
Theoretically.
Rain, rain, rain. That even a ducks wouldn't come out quite like this. But me, I'm an idiot.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday today, and it's currently nap time, which is why my house is so quiet. That's my kids. If you hear those two are mine, they're downstairs playing. It's actually sort of chilly today, which is just bizarre. This weather, I don't know what to do with it. It got so cold last night, and it's supposed to rain over the next 3 days. The sun is kind of out. Last vlog you guys saw, we were dying of the heat, 35-degree weather, and today is like 17 and rainy and cloudy. Maybe it's supposed to get to us that high. This is how you know you're watching a Canadian. We talk about the weather a lot, apparently. So, we had a case of the cranks this morning, so it's nap time. And some mornings, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it can be quite peaceful. Today is a very peaceful day, which I really needed because I didn't vlog yesterday, which was Monday, even though I had planned to. So sorry for the little glitch, the little delay. I was supposed to put a video up today. I just wasn't feeling that mentally awesome yesterday. Last vlog, I talked about feeling anxious about the reversal planning and the process of like planning the trip and all the trip details. And I realized yesterday that I don't think it was actually anxiety about that. I was approaching burnout pretty hard and didn't notice, and so my anxiety was being triggered really easily. And then yesterday kind of a light bulb went off and I was like, oh, this is burnout. Okay. Yeah, yesterday I just was exhausted all day and I just really was feeling low and frustrated. I took that evening to relax and kind of come back to myself and do the things that I like to do to get me back to a normal headspace when I am experiencing burnout. This one kind of snuck up on me, but it also didn't, because I kind of knew I was burning out a little bit, but there was nothing I could do about it, so I kind of saw it coming. And I guess I talk about this with you guys just to remind everybody that if you can pay attention to your burnouts, it's really important that you notice the signs and catch them if you're able. And are able to turn it around, because burnouts just suck so much, right? I feel like we've all had them. And I'm not gonna lie, it is really, really hard to balance everything that I've stacked onto my plate this year. However, I'm closing the day home, so this is my last couple weeks. I'm closing it for the summer, and I'm not sure if I'm reopening in the fall. I think it's gonna be too much. I haven't really talked about it very much on here, but now that I am closing, I feel like I can talk a little bit more and open up a little bit more about this. The past few months, my apothecary business and all of that work has been completely neglected, and it just makes me feel so sad that I haven't been able to do it, just because a lot's happened with the day home stuff that has taken over, and it's made me not be able to work on anything in the apothecary during the week unless I do the evening, and I don't have time to do it in the evening because I'm doing the evening routine with my family, and I won't take that time away from my kids. So, and then YouTube on top of that, so it just got really messy and it got to be too much, and I decided that something had to go, and day home is the thing getting cut. So but there are a lot more reasons to it as well. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Running a day home is not easy at all. I don't know. If you guys want to hear more about that, then maybe I'll do a video on it, but like, it's hard because I felt like I couldn't say too much because I don't know who watches these videos, and I am very public with my life, so it gets to be a little hairy. However, I'm comfortable talking about this now because, again, I'm closing the day home for the summer and potentially forever. So I was just feeling it. You know, I'm in that last stretch and I just really want to break. I really, really, really want to break. And the break is close, but it's not here yet. And I'm just antsy and tired. Not physically tired, just emotionally tired from this routine, and I'm over it. So it caught up to me yesterday, and that's what happened there. But I am looking forward to a summer working on the apothecary and getting my business stuff ready, and then prepping for Christmas, which I know sounds crazy, but like, because of what I do, there's a lot of prep for the holidays for the apothecary if I'm going to do tea advent calendars again, and also for YouTube, because you guys love that Christmas content, and it's still like, it's still hugely viewed on my channel, even like now, like no matter what I'm talking about, what I'm doing videos on, the Christmas stuff will always, always, always be in my recent algorithm of like what people are watching a lot of, which makes me feel good. That's just hilarious. I love it so much. Yeah, so I'm taking a cozy tea break, and I thought I would kind of catch you up on a couple things like that. Back to the day home thing real quick. Like, I just don't know how I could do it when I'm pregnant. Like, I don't know how I could do a first trimester and be having drop off happen at 7:30 in the morning. Like, I just do not know how I could function, because as much as I am desperately hoping I won't be as sick this time, I was so sick the last 2 times that I am not putting any money on not being sick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fully preparing my body and myself and my family for me to be sick. I just can't see how that would work. I won't do that to myself. So something's got to go, and that's the thing that is obviously needing to go, and that's how that came to be. If you're wondering like, where are your adventures and your trips and your camping things, it's because I'm still working for this month, and then once I'm done, then we'll go on our family trips and adventures, and the summer stuff will really start to pick up. So right now I'm just trying to keep my brain in like, how can we do this? How can we make things fun for my two? And make it feel like I'm less like I'm working every single day, 5 days a week, and feel more like free summertime, because the kids are done homeschool now. We finished our homeschooling and they're off for summer break, and that's really exciting. Anyway, as you guys can hear, I have a lot to update you guys on, and I feel like life just keeps happening in the background, right? And sometimes I forget to talk about it, so I just wanted to sit down and say hello to you guys and talk about that for a second. And I'm going to take you along on as much of my day today as possible, and we'll finish up this vlog. We'll see what happens. I don't know what we're going to get up to, because it's either going to be sunny and okay and we can go for a walk, or we can go do something, or it's going to be cold and rainy and we'll stay and bake cookies or something. Hello, my dear. How are you? Good. Good. It was really cold when I got down here. Are you warm? Why are you so warm?
I've been in the blanket.
Oh, okay.
Also,
anyway, I'll see you in a minute when we get up to something. I'm not sure.
I'll always remember that day in September. I never thought you'd leave me.
Stay back. Well, hello. Hold on. It is now 5 o'clock. I took the kids for a walk. We came home, we baked cookies, and then basically shortly after that, my extra kiddo left. I'm about to enjoy some cookies, but then Cody actually just texted me telling me he's on his way home with dinner, so maybe I'll wait because I haven't had any yet. But I'm just gonna do my hair real quick because I feel like I keep washing it and then I try and wear it kind of like wavy and beachy because my hair gets too big when it's naturally like fully curled curly girl method, so I'm just not feeling that lately, so I'm just not doing that anymore. I'm sure I'll go through a phase where I try it again, but right now it's just totally impractical. It's too hot. It gets in the way of like mothering, you know? When you have big hair, it's too much. So I was trying to do like beachy wave, but I just feel like it's looking messy, and then I don't feel great. I feel like, I don't know, it just makes me self-conscious sometimes. I feel like I don't feel put together. I need something easy that I can just wake up and go, because that's exactly what I do. So I'm just gonna straighten it and curl it that way because it lasts me like days. I wash my hair like twice a week, and depending on how frequently I'm washing my hair that week, then I only have to straighten it, you know, once or twice. So it's not actually a lot of heat damage. It's less product in my hair. It ends up probably being better for my hair, and at least there's some protectant from like all the outside, you know, UV stuff. I don't know, I just don't like feeling like a frizzy mess because I feel like my hair is always fuzzy and it just bothers me. So I'm just gonna straighten it now before I go out tonight because I just not feeling the frizzy mess. Yeah, we had a pretty good day today, much better than yesterday. I feel like my head is a little more on track, so that's nice. I'm gonna do my hair. I don't know. Do you guys have hair problems? I feel like I have a hair type that's really hard to work with. It's so in between so many things, and I feel like I just look like a bum when I leave it. I don't want to always have it up in a bun. I don't want to put that stress on my hair. I don't know. I'm getting older, right? So I'm just trying to like stay somewhat put together so I don't feel like I look old. Although there's nothing wrong with looking old. I just am not ready for like some of that yet, as I do a great journey and everything. You know what I mean? I want to look young old, not old. Anyways, today was a lot better so far, and that's good. And baking cookies and getting outside and doing things like that helps a lot. So I'm feeling better about today. I definitely was able to reset myself last night, which I'm very grateful for. So I'm gonna watch, what am I watching? I'm watching Father of the Bride. I can always tell when I'm in my little bubble of comfort or when I need that comfort bubble around me, because I tend to watch like 90s movies or, you know, early 2000s. I have like comfort movies that I like to have on in the background while I do things. We talked about shows last time, and I don't know, there's just, you can tell, that's how I can tell that I'm like feeling some feels and need to just step away, is because I bubble myself with like some of my favorite actors and like just watching comforting, cozy movies. You can hear Finn snoring in the background. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I'm gonna do my hair so I can stop feeling so crazy, which that's the nice thing about my hair though. Once I do it, it holds. Like, it obviously, I have curly hair naturally, so like it holds curl really well. So I can just do this once and it's done. And then depending on like how my scalp is handling life, will determine how long that lasts, because I don't know. Canadian winters, we talked about weather, remember last time, and it was 35 degrees and we get minus 35, minus 40 in the winter. So my scalp just doesn't like it. It doesn't. I get dandruff every single transition, like every spring, every fall. Like, it happens. I hate it. If you experience that as well, perhaps, I don't know, is this a thing other people experience, or is this a weird rainbow thing? I'm not sure. If you have any like more natural tips besides the normal things like diet and water, because like those are super covered on my end, let me know, because I don't like to use things like Head and Shoulders and whatever. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking to you guys about hair. I'm gonna go do my hair and I'll see you in a minute.
I love your daughter. Like an old shoe, the kind we manufacture and get all excited about, and then after a few years discontinue. That was me now, Mr. Discontinued.
Mom, don't wait up, okay, we might stop.
Chapters in on both.
More tomorrow.
Sweet.
How about I like big old double.